Hey guys, long time no see. Sorry, it's been like a couple weeks. I've been so busy. First of all, I apologize if you hear the rumbling. Um, we've got like a huge patch order, like 250 patches, plus all my other alterations and patch orders, normal patch orders, reasonable patch orders. Reasonable to handle. Yeah, I've got the embroidery machine going on right above me, so I forgot to turn it off or pause it. Um, yeah, actually, sounds like it may have paused itself. Just my luck. Maybe the bobbin thread ran out. Sweet. So yeah, I want to give you a little update where I've been. I've been so busy with that and then trying to organize here in the craft room. We did finally get shelves. We kind of went back and forth with building shelves and buying shelves, blah, blah, blah. So we finally decided on baker's racks because with the wire and stuff, it'll give the most air circulation in here since, you know, humidity is a concern. So I've currently got all of the fabric boxes that I've found unpacked. Rob says there's no more out in the rec room, and I do not agree. There are definitely more. So I'll show you what I got going on. Up here, I've just got bolts of miscellaneous fabric. So like large amounts of fabric kind of thing, yards and yards. And all of this is like lightweight to medium weight, what I call quilting cotton. So printed cottons and things like that. Not sorted. It's going to be sorted by color later, if I ever get to it. And now over here, like I said, up here's a few more like large chunks of cottons. I have knits. I don't work with a lot of knits. I've bought a few here and there that I might do something with, like this Lion King, vintage Lion King fabric. Sure, if you're watching this, I need to make you something out of that, okay? Yeah, but most of these I had bought over the years for doll clothes. I collect pull-up and Blythe dolls. I don't have them unpacked yet, but I'll show them to you when I do. So yeah, a lot of these are like baby clothes and stuff I bought, because baby clothes are excellent for taking apart. Like they have like little teeny tiny prints, which make excellent doll clothes. Then yeah, like these I'd make like long socks out of and things like that. So yeah, that's what most of my knits are. So like, yeah, like this too, like long socks, but I do have a few other things that I've bought, like vintage things, you know, yeah. I don't like working with knitting fabric for sewing for the most part, but yeah, I will make little things like doll clothes. And then here I have sheer fabric. So a lot of this I have bought specifically for journaling. So I have like a lot of scarves and things like that. Some vintage, you know, sheer. This is kind of like a lace sheer. I was making like an underskirt kind of thing for that when I was in roller derby years ago. So yeah, that's kind of just a wad of fabric. So I got a bunch of things like that, sheer fabric. Over here is like slippery fabrics. I'm not sure why I decided to do these two categories, but they are what they are. I'm trying to determine, before I packed up my stash, most of my stash, I was not really a junk journaler. I hadn't reached that point yet where I was a junk journaler. I was doing a lot of art journaling and things like that, but I wasn't, you know, making journals yet, junk journals. So since then, I've been buying fabrics specifically for junk journals. So yeah, beforehand, my fabrics were sorted with the fact that, or according to the fact that I was a sewer, right? So quilting cottons, yeah. And then, you know, bits and pieces here and there. But since I'm a junk journaler now, and that is, I still sew, definitely. I still love to sew. But I never sewed with stuff like this. I don't like working with slippery fabrics or knit fabrics or whatever. I was always just I like, you know, making quilts or little mug rugs, art quilts, things like that. Love doing things like that. So yeah, but this stuff now has come into my craft stash for junk journals. So I'm trying to sort it, I think. I'm thinking in terms of junk journals. So it's like, hey, I want, you know, something for a cover, but I want something kind of satiny. So I'd come here, but I'm going to sort it further. Like I've got a lot of like Asian fabrics in there. So I'll probably make like an Asian category kind of thing. I'm thinking of doing that. Yeah. So anyway, it's a journey. I've still got to figure out what I want to do, how I want to sort things. So this is all laces. There's yardage, there's bits and pieces. There's like, that one's a shirt. This one's like that cool vintage like tablecloth or whatever I got way back. These are miscellaneous, like I call them like fashion fabrics kind of things. So there's different, like this one was a shirt and it's kind of a little silky, but it is like a woven. This one's like really kind of scratchy feeling. Oh yeah, like texture fabrics is kind of what I put in here, like seersucker, and like this is a woven cotton, but it's really thin and see-through kind of thing. And then this has like little see-through like Aida cloth kind of patches and stuff. So yeah, things that didn't necessarily go elsewhere. It was just kind of neat fabrics. Like I guess that could have gone in slippery or whatever, but yeah, so just miscellaneous, fancy, yeah, patterned, whatever. Like this is a vintage fabric and this is flocked, so it's soft. Vintage pillowcases. I got those up there. I don't know why, because the vintage sheets are down here. So I have just regular sheets, vintage sheets. And can you tell which one is a fitted sheet? I got all these flat sheets, all good. Fitted sheet, nope. If you can fold a fitted sheet, then you're definitely a witch. That is some black magic. Honest to God though, one of my first jobs when I was younger, in my teens, was a chambermaid, and we had only flat sheets. And now I hate fitted sheets. Even now, as you know, 20 whatever years later, I hate fitted sheets, and I will definitely, not that you can get them anymore, but if I had a choice, I get two flat sheets for my bed every time and just fold my hotel corners. Yeah. And then these are all like character. Well, this one's not. I kind of ran out of room over there. So yeah, but there's a bunch of strawberry shortcake in here. Deb, if you watch this, check this out. I've got like different patterns. I think I've got 3 or 4 different strawberry shortcake patterns. And yeah, I got like 5 strawberry shortcake sheets. I got a She-Ra. That's She-Ra, the Princess of Power. Care Bears. Raggedy Ann and Andy, which I'm not even big on Raggedy Ann or Andy. They were before my time kind of thing, but I think I might put together a journal kit because I have quite a few things that are Raggedy Ann and Andy. Let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking about starting to sell journaling kits. So yeah, this is miscellaneous heavy fabric. So like velvet and burlap and all kinds of neat things down here. Upholstery fabric. There's all kinds, like that's corduroy, that little stripey. Very cool. Over here, this is my little stack of things I bought to make into journal covers. So mostly placemats, not gonna lie. And then there's this cool little velvet cushion cover thing with the metallic print on it. But yeah, I've got all kinds of Red Parrot, if you want this, let me know. I think you need to make another apple journal. Yeah, so me and Mary Ellen are doing a swap, and I had told her that when I was watching her make her apple journal, I was like, oh man, I probably got some things for that, blah, blah, blah. And I was in the middle of moving. Most of my stuff was packed away. We were living in the cottage, so it was a transition between us moving out of our house into the cottage temporarily and then moving into our new house. So yeah, my stash was packed away. But yeah, so these are all cute. How cute are those? Cute. And they may not be journal covers. Like some of them I may leave like kind of as is, because some are really, really cute. I may not add a lot to, like one of these. Check this out. I may not embellish a lot. There's the word I'm looking for. Well, I guess this one is kind of plain too, but yeah, there's some that I may not embellish a lot and others that I'm just using as a base and I will embellish a lot. Over here, I got twills. So twills are a heavyweight cotton. They're not quite a canvas weight, but they're really heavy. I use these a lot in my business, Paintball Tailor, and for patches. We use those to make patches on. It's a good patch fabric. This is just, I don't know what to do with this yet. This is just an outdoor fabric. It's slippery. I got it in blue and orange. I believe I got that at the discount bin in Fabricville. And I meant to cover our outdoor, patio table and chair set, like the cushions on the chairs, and I just never did. And I figured I'd make a tablecloth out of the other one kind of thing. That's a someday project. That's like next summer now. Then here we've got broadcloth. So again, that's like lightweight to medium weight broadcloth. So broadcloth is just like quilting cotton weight fabric, but it's just plain. So that's what you mix in with all your quilting prints and things. I always use it usually as a base. If I'm making mug rugs and things, I'll end up using that as a base or whatever. So yeah, I did have it in with the quilting cottons at first, and then I decided to make its own shelf, because at first we had these 2 shelves in here, but then I'm like, okay, you know what? I want another one, even though I don't think I'll fill it, just not necessarily to leave in here, but just to have to sort things. So once I get the other shelves all sorted, I'm not sure if this one's going to stay here, although it does work there pretty well. I think I may leave it. I may leave it. Yeah, so anyway, that's all that. And then down here is just heavyweight cottons. Again, I had started out with those on the bottom shelf over here, but needed more room for the regular cottons. So yeah, like IKEA fabric and stuff. And I mean, this stuff would make good journal covers too. It's like heavyweight, like canvas and things like that. Yeah, so over here, I've got a bin. I think I ended up with 3 of these totes. What they are is fabric that I didn't want to deal with at the moment for here. So it's like clothes I have to take apart that I've bought, I have to disassemble, or like scraps. I didn't want to deal with the scraps. Nope. So all the scraps are in here. Any like doilies and things like that, like vintage linens that I've bought and things like that, that I may want to take apart and things, or I want them to be, you know, their own category somewhere. I don't know. Well, I guess I have room in here on this shelf. But anyway, yeah. So I kind of, as I was going through taking out the fabric, I was tossing stuff in totes to deal with later. Yeah, so over here, we decided we're not putting, I don't think I told you guys this, we're not putting the embroidery machine in this closet, because of the humidity, and it's kind of too bad, because I mean, it would have worked really well in here and be able to close the door or whatever. But what I got going on in here right now is this is kind of a sorting area. These are mostly rug hooking wool. So I do like traditional rug hooking, where you cut strips of wool fabric. So it's wool yardage I bought, but it's also a lot of clothing I've bought, like wool coats and things like that. There's an Atlantic Canada or maritime thrift store and called Frenchies. And what they do, or at least in Moncton they used to do anyway, was if they had clothing, like when they go to take their clothing off the sales floor after it doesn't sell, if they had wool clothing, like wool coats and things like that, they'd make a cut in the item and then they put it in a bin and it would be labeled rug hooking. So you'd only pay like $1 for it instead of, you know, they charge normally like $8 for the jacket or whatever. So that was really cool. I don't know if they do that anymore. There was one I know that for sure did it, but yeah, I haven't really checked actually. And I have a couple Frenchies near me now. So yeah. Yeah, just a stack of random stuff. In my old craft room, before we moved, this was just this cute little purple basket that I had all my yarn stored up in a cupboard above the closet. So I couldn't easily get to it. I had to get Rob to get up on a chair because he's tall, and take my bags of yarn down. I have my yarn sorted in garbage bags. So like red yarn, I buy color because that's, you know, usually how I work. But then when I'd have a ball of yarn, if I buy some new yarn or if I'd use yarn or whatever, instead of getting him to put it back up every time, I'd just toss it in this kind of thing. Or if I had some that, yeah, I was like, oh, I'm going to use this soon, I'd just kind of put it in here. So yeah. And actually this yarn right here, I made this yarn. That was the first yarn I ever hand spun. I don't have a spinning wheel. I used a drop spindle I made myself, and it's so much fun. Love wool. Haven't done that forever. Next to paper crafting, fiber arts are my favorite. So like anything involving fabric, yarn, wool, whatever. Speaking of which, there's my wool roving for needle felting. Love. This is just some random storage stuff that we kind of stuck up there for now. That's like my male dress form. I had that because Paintball Tailor, I mean, 99% of my customers were men. So for me to make custom gear for men, I needed a male dress form, which cost a lot more than female dress forms, gotta tell ya. But I got it on sale one day, so that's really good. So yeah, for now he's up there. I don't need him. More rug wool. There's some rug wool and I think some stuffing in there. That was a random bag. That's how I stored my stuff at the cottage. I didn't want to put it in storage. So like, yeah, my yarns and like fabric that I must have bought these since kind of thing, or they weren't in a bin or whatever. So I just put them in garbage bags in the front room of the cottage. So I've got some other things here. Don't know what I'm doing with my little spool racks. Not sure where I'm putting those. Just random things. This is, oh, I got another one of those shelves. We bought 4 of them actually, which is nice. So we got 3 of them in that closet. I don't know if I'll bring one over here and put this one up in here or what. I'm not sure. I still haven't figured out what I'm doing in this closet at all. Oh yeah, so these are the ones I was talking about, like the one over there. They're random fabric, so I have to sort it. So like, yeah, like my vintage linens and all things like that. These are my 3 yarn racks that I got from Lewis Craft. my Canadian friends, you remember Lewis Craft? I used to work at Lewis Craft actually when I was in my early 20s. When they went out of business, like the manager at Lewis Craft too here in Moncton she was my lifelong friend. Like we were friends. She passed unfortunately a few years ago, but we were friends. Yeah. Like we'd go out and, have lunch like long after I left Lewis Craft. And she was just fantastic, a good friend of mine. So she let me know when they were going out of business, and I went in and I got these 3 yarn racks, and they stack. So I think what we're going to do is kind of put them up on little blocks so that the air will go underneath them. Like if you look over here, Rob made me sacrifice the bottom of these racks. So yeah, that way the airflow can go underneath them, especially where this and this are outside walls. They could promote moisture and dampness, whatever, humidity. Not that I think we'll ever have humidity problems in here again, because these dehumidifiers are awesome. Yeah, and then I'm going to take these little dollar store Betty Crocker little disposable baking pans, and I'm going to put some charcoal, just barbecue charcoal, and you can put it under, I'll put them underneath there, and that apparently absorbs moisture too. So just as an added precaution. So back over here, yeah, yarn racks. This is Pointy Boy. I won him at an auction and I was painting him. I had spray painted him, but I think what I'm going to do now is actually switch to just regular paints because I'm much better with regular paints. I don't have like awesome control of spray paints. So I'm like, why am I spray painting him? Yeah, he's got the base color. He's good. Yeah, so out here we got stuff. I ended up finding a bin of just random stuff with like my fabrics too. So I've got like some decor in there and stuff. This is stuff that I need to start going through and putting away. Rob did put this up. Yay. And I haven't even got anything on it yet. That's horrible. He put that up. I put my little cork board up over there. And actually this is it's a memory of my previous craft room, because this was actually the colors of my previous craft room. Can't see it too good, I guess. Can I zoom while I'm taking a video? Oh, I can. Look at that. So it's like a damask, and it's like this blue, like this teal blue, and like lime green. So those were the colors of my old room. So I'm going to leave it that color. So I just stuck that up there so I could, stick some inspiration on there, keep it close by to my workspace. Oh, and Kim, you had said something the other day in a video, something about a peacock. It was funny because that same day I found this peacock. I unpacked him. He's like the little Christmas birds. My grandmother used to have a whole bunch of them, the little like fiber Christmas birds with the feathers, except he's a peacock. And I got him in a lot of like Christmas ornaments I bought or something. Love him. Anyway, I am getting things sorted in here. That's good. I got little temporary markers on each of these drawers, so I know what to sort into where. And I also have a lot of paper put away. Yay! It's so satisfying to have stuff like put away. But as you can see, I still have I still have a ways to go. I still have some shelves I can put up to put things in. Yeah, but I still have quite a ways to go. I have quite a bit of stuff. Once my sewing and patch order are done this week, I hope I can get back to sorting my craft room. I haven't spent any time down here. Barely any time. And we haven't put in the paper shelf yet. We were just dealing with the closet. And I think what we're going to do, actually, Rob said, is take the closet doors off, because where the basement's kind of humid, we don't want to close them, right? Makes no sense. So I think we'll take those right off. It's too bad because they're really cute. I really like the look of like the 2 closet doors, but what are you going to do? Yeah, so that's it. And it may not look like it, but I've definitely made a lot of progress in here, and I've got things sorted better to where they're supposed to go. And over here was like a big bunch of fabric bins, but now it's only the decor stuff and like the other craft stuff. So yeah, hopefully I'll be taking that out soon and putting some things up on the walls, some decor, and as well as sorting some things. Like over here is going to end up being, just a miscellaneous closet of stuff. So I think a lot of these drawers, these plastic drawers that I have, will go in there, kind of thing. Yeah. Whew, with all miscellaneous stuff. All right, so yeah, thanks for watching. Oh, look. I'm going to show you guys. Isn't that picture the best? That is the best. That's Meowrie Antoinette. She was the basis of when we sold our house. I decided to decorate our bedroom in Paris theme, and it was because of her. She was what sparked that. I absolutely love her. Yeah. All right, so it's nice talking to you guys again. Yeah, woo. I do have a few things, like I did do a journal page for my trashy junk journal, and but unfortunately I made it so that I had to edit it. I have to edit it in VoiceOver. I don't know why I did that. I should have just done it all in one shot because I don't have time to do all this editing right now. Yeah, but hopefully I'll be posting some, something fun very soon. All right, so hope you enjoyed the update. I'm very chit-chatty today. I gotta go and like trim some jump stitches on some patches and stuff. It's gonna take me forever for 250 patches. 250 patches is crazy. All right, so yeah. All right, take care and have a good weekend.